Hi, I'm Kristen Holritz, Principal Flute of the Chattanooga Symphony and Opera, and I'd like to invite you to join us for our chamber concert, Bach to Bach, Sunday, October 20th at 3 p.m. in the Silver Ballroom of the Sheraton Reed House. I will be playing on just one piece this concert, the 4 2-bit Contraptions for flute and horn. Now, unlike the Bach that you've probably heard of, Johann Sebastian Bach, you might not have heard of this Bach. His name is Jan Bach, and he's a French horn player, composer, and known for being comedic. So this piece, it's 4 short character pieces, and he titles them very descriptively Second Lieutenant, Calliope, Gramophone, and Pinwheel. So even the titles alone kind of give you a taste for what the music's going to sound like. But on top of that, he also gives a sentence underneath the title describing what he's trying to capture, the scene he's trying to capture within the music, and wants these sentences to be read throughout the piece. So it's kind of uncommon for the performers to be talking in between the movements, but we will be doing that this Sunday. Well, I'd have to say the funniest movement is the second movement, Calliope. I actually have a hard time not laughing just because the music is written so funny, and it's actually challenging because both the French horn and the flute are leaping 2 octaves, almost in between every other note. And so it's difficult to play, but then it sounds a little awkward and disjunct because of the leaps. And I think that's what he's wanting. And it's just funny. It's funny to play, funny to listen. I would say the challenging parts of the duo is just the instrumentation. Flute and horn are actually combined together a lot in quintet music, like France's first quintet. The flute has to play in the low register directly after the horn plays, and you have to match that brassy quality in your low register, which is very difficult, especially at a loud dynamic. And so I've had to try to be like a horn player many times. Also in Brahms 1, you have to mimic the French horn solo and be majestic, just like they just played. So I would say trying to get those colors and those timbres within this piece is a difficulty, as well as the second movement is we're both having these 2 octave leaps in between every other note, which is difficult to relax while you're doing that. It makes you very tense, especially for the horn. It's definitely challenging. Well, for this concert, even though it's a duet, I've spent a lot of time with personal practice. It's funny because right after I won the audition, I was meeting the whole panel and my colleagues, and Gordon asked if I would be up for doing this piece. And I was really excited because in high school, I had a friend at church who played French horn, and her mom bought this music, thinking that we'd be able to play it. I now see that we probably didn't because we wouldn't be able to if we had tried, but I've had that music in my library since high school, and so when he asked about playing it, I was like, yes, I would love to play it. I've been waiting to play it for like 10 years or more. And so I went home and I read through it and I practiced all the challenging parts, and then again getting these colors and all the characters and really perfecting that on my own before we came together to practice it with the 2 of us. I would tell the audience to listen for just the counterpoint within the Bach Partita, how there are multiple voices and lines being displayed on the one instrument by one person, and just how they interact with each other and how that's achieved on one instrument again, which to me is mind-blowing how that happens, and I'm really thankful that I don't have to do that on the flute. So if you're listening for that complexity within that piece, and then the beauty of the vocal line within the cantata, and the different colors that creates, and then just the fantastic solo work within the concerto, and then again all the characters and colors within the two-bit contraptions. We are doing great things in this city to inspire, engage, and enrich the community through music and music education. I invite you to join us.